Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fossil Record podcast. Today I am joined with a special guest, my brother. Say hi.
Hello.
Yes. He is not as into dinosaurs as I am, but because he's lived his entire life with me, he does have some favorite dinosaurs and some favorite fossils.
Oh yeah,
that are a bit more unique than the average person, I would say. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So today's podcast episode is going to be our favorite fossils. I have a list of 10 fossils, and my brother has a list of 5.
Yep, we're gonna have 5. So what we're probably gonna do is you're gonna talk about the 4 that are on the lower end of your list.
Or 6.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And then my brother does 5. I do 4.
Yeah, because you do 5, and then you start the back and forth. So we're gonna talk about his first 5 that are on the lower end of the list, and we're gonna talk about those on how they're cool. And then we're gonna go into the top 5, which I have 5 and he has 5 left. So we're gonna go back and forth on what our favorite ones are, from technically least favorite to favorite, but these are
these are our top
favorite
ones.
ones. So
and something that my brother knows is that I don't really have like a true list of favorite things. Like my favorite movie is basically just a web of favorite movies. I don't really have an ironed out list. And that's kind of the same with dinosaurs and fossils. I have a web of favorites. I don't have a list of favorites. Mm-hmm. So this was kind of hard to come up with a list of... I just picked 10 of my favorite fossils and rated them out of the 10. But I love most all fossils. So I might do a part 2 to this with another special guest.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, starting off with an honorable mention... I discovered this while volunteering at the Ogden Dinosaur Park. They don't have this fossil specimen there, but it was passed around in conversation, and I did a little research on it. So there is I'm not sure if you know this, Carson.
Yeah.
But the honorable mention is going to belong to a lobster being eaten by a squid with a bite taken out of it by a shark.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's so cool. I saw an art piece on it, and it was like the shark is in the middle of biting the squid, and the squid is in the middle of trying to eat the lobster.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, if you guys remember the previous episode, I stated that predation fossils are some of my favorite fossils because they kind of show you the behavior, or rather, a glimpse and a picture of the behavior, and it's just, I think they're so cool.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. On my list, I don't have a lot of the fighting ones, but a lot of the reason I didn't do them because I know you would be doing them, so we talk about them anyway.
Probably, yeah. All right, now we go to number 10. Number 10, we have. I actually just found out about this recently. A hermit crab. You remember what a hermit crab is?
Mm-hmm.
That found a little home in an ammonite shell.
Oh,
it is.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was just thinking about this, and I'm just like, oh man, I was just at the dinosaur park, and I was just like, oh man, yeah. What are just some cool fossils? Not related to this episode, but it happened to help out a lot. But I was just like, yeah, what are some cool fossils? And then I got talking with one of their education team members, Ron. And he's like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of the hermit crab that found home in an ammonite shell? And I'm just like, no, what?
That's pretty sick.
I know. And the fossil's like pretty cool too. Let me look it up real quick. Hermit crab. There's no equal sign in crab. Hermit crab in an ammonite shell. There's some really funny artwork pieces on it, like this one right here.
That's pretty cool.
It's a little orange hermit crab with a cream and brown ammonite shell. It's so freaking cool. Let me find a picture. There's the fossil. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's a really cool like sand ripple pattern on the shell, and then you can see the claw of the hermit crab coming out of the entrance. And I just thought that was so cool. I'm just like, I have to put that on. When I was coming up with my list, I'm like, I have to put that on there.
That's really cool.
Yeah. The next one, I remember speaking with you a little bit about it.
Okay.
Is recently, a few months ago, Microraptor got a new wing shape.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
The wing shape in question, I believe, I don't know what people were previously reconstructing it as, because I'm not as into avian dinosaurs as I am to non-avian dinosaurs, sadly. But Microraptor now apparently has more of a if I'm remembering correctly, it's a hawk shape wing.
Okay.
If I am incorrect, please correct me in the comments. But yeah, it was really, really cool. And aside from the fact that Microraptor also is one of the few dinosaurs we have a pretty good idea on what the color was. Mm-hmm. Do you recall what the color was?
I do not remember. I think it wasn't some sort of like... It was colorful, right? Because it was like feathered-ish.
It was basically it had the feather colors of a crow.
Oh, okay.
So like black, but with
dark
iridescence.
browns, grays, and blacks.
Yeah, black. Okay. An iridescent black is the color, at least if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Next, I don't know how much you know about this dude.
Okay.
But this one I kind of put on the list because it's kind of funny. It's also kind of sad. But at number 8, we have small ornithopod dinosaurs that sunk and suffocated in footprints of a sauropod.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
That one's funny. Oh my god.
It's kind of...
It looks like they're having a good day out of nowhere.
Yeah, just fossilized. It's not even like the sauropod didn't step on these guys, although there is a fossil of a sauropod stepping on a turtle.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool too.
That one is pretty cool too. But this one, I feel like it's just kind of a funny thing. It's just like, oh yeah, a sauropod would just be walking in mud and leaving like 2 or like 1 or 2 feet deep footprints, and they just kind of fill in with light sediment. And then an ornithopod dinosaur, or just small dinosaur of any kind, just be walking around and then get stuck in them, and then just
died in
the footprints.
That's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad.
A little sad.
Just a wee bit.
Kind of funny.
Just a little bit. But it is very, very funny. And number 7, you're going to like this one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Carnotaurus is at number 7.
Yeah.
Carnotaurus is an amazing, because it's my brother's favorite dinosaur.
Oh yeah, best one.
And a few other reasons, one of which is that we only have one skeleton of it. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of sad, because we are missing some parts of Carnotaurus. We are missing about I want to say 2/3 of the tail, and we are missing
a lot of the legs, right?
Yeah, all we have of the legs are the femurs. Mm-hmm. I think we have both femurs, and we are missing, but anything below the femurs we don't have.
So we don't even know how long its legs were.
We don't know exactly how long its legs were, but we can compare and contrast.
Exactly how long its tail was.
Yeah,
we can compare it to other dinosaurs of similar families, but again, a gorilla and a chimpanzee are in the same family-ish, and they are very different proportions.
Animals, yeah, so. And especially because Carnotaurus is I believe, out of the more complete abelisaurs, it is one of the biggest. Mm-hmm. I am going to be cautious and not say it's the biggest, because I think there might be a few that are bigger. But I don't know a whole lot about those ones. But Carnotaurus is one of the biggest ones. And another really cool thing about Carnotaurus is that we have skin impressions of Carnotaurus. Skin impressions, for those of you who don't know, I don't know if they're skin impressions or actually fossilized skin.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but Carnotaurus has skin preservation. And the preservation of the skin, or the scales rather, show it having tiny, tiny little scales, and then around its body sporadically and randomly, there are what we call, scientifically, they're called feature scales.
Yeah.
There is another name for them, but I'm going to not say that for just being cautious.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, it's not terrible. Like, you can possibly say it in the conversation, but this podcast is kind of aiming towards a wide demographic of children to adults who like dinosaurs. So I'm just going to be tentative and say, I'm not even sure tentative is the right word. But
Cautious.
I'm going to be cautious and not say what the joking name for it is. But the legit name is... The legit name is feature scales. And the really sad thing about Carnotaurus is that we actually had skin preservation on its face. But...
Oh, it was destroyed, wasn't it?
It was destroyed because we were trying to get down and look at the skull, and before you were like chipping away the rock. They were chipping away the rock, and then they're just like, oh crap, there's skin impressions
here. That's not the rock, that's skin impression.
Oh no.
We messed up real bad.
Yeah, so sadly, we don't know what Carnotaurus's face would have looked like.
Unless someone has like a photographic memory.
No. There's no way.
There's no way, but it's our only hope now.
So it's kind of sad. Or we find another one in extremely well preserved.
What are the
extremely
odds?
well preserved?
What are the odds?
Not very, considering that Carnotaurus. I don't know when Carnotaurus was named, but it was.
Beats me.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't remember exactly. Now it's eating at me. When was Carnotaurus discovered? 1984 is what it looks like.
In Argentina.
Yeah, an Argentinian discovery. So yeah.
Its naming and description was 1985, so the year later.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus is my number 7. Number 6 is a fairly recent discovery. Joaquin raptor.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about this. Yeah,
Joaquin raptor.
Okay.
Joaquin
Isn't it spelled
raptor.
like weird?
Huh?
Isn't it spelled like really weird?
I mean, it's spelled Joaquin. Like,
what does that say? Let me. Joaquin raptor. Yeah, that's what I would say, but it's not spelled like that.
Joaquin raptor. Joaquin raptor, despite having raptor in its name, is not a dromaeosaur, which is what we typically think of raptors. I would actually argue the family that Joaquin raptor belongs to actually holds the description of the name raptor better.
Huh.
Is
raptor like thief?
Raptor is like thief, grasper, grabber. Mm-hmm. And Joaquin raptor is a megaraptoran. And megaraptorans have massive hands.
Big hands.
With giant claws.
So yeah, thief, that makes sense.
Yeah, their claws, or at least Megaraptor's claws, is like a foot long. And that's just the bone. With the keratin over it, it could be a foot and a half. But Joaquin raptor is very, very cool, in my opinion, because I think it might be the most or one of the most complete Megaraptorans we know of.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. And also, its fossil was discovered with a crocodile leg bone in its mouth.
Well, that's actually sick.
Yeah.
What? He's hungry.
Yeah, and he died with it.
Oh, that sucks.
It's kind of sad, but hey, it's preserved really, really cool.
It looks really cool in the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right, yeah. That's
sick. That's the first 5. Pretty cool.
Cool. Well, that's the first 6.
Honorable mentions.
Number 5. No, those were 5.
No, that's the honorable mentions, and now starts the back and forth.
Oh yeah, now it starts the back and forth.
All right.
But those were my numbered list.
Yeah.
But yeah,
on the lower side, but still really cool.
Yeah. My number 5 is going to be Lane, the Triceratops.
Lane. Okay, I'm gonna need a picture. I don't remember.
Lane is a Triceratops that has skin impressions.
Okay. Okay.
And that's how we know that Triceratops, I think, is feature scales. Okay, we just took a quick pause because our dog wanted to come down and say hi. So if you hear any sniffing or jingling, that's our dog.
Or whining.
Or whining, yeah. But yeah, so Lane is a Triceratops with skin impressions. If I remember... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not sure. But yeah, she has skin impressions, and those skin impressions show also small hexagonal scales with occasional giant randomly placed pointed scales. Okay. I believe those are also feature scales.
Cool.
I could be wrong though. So yeah, that's Lane the Triceratops.
Cool.
There might be another feature, but I don't know if that's actually part of her anatomy. One sec. Lane the Triceratops. Lane the Triceratops. The sad thing is, Lane, or not sad, but kind of disappointing, is that Lane is in the possession of a museum that likes to claim that, yeah, there's some images of the skin impression.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because it's got little spiky things. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Little pointed scales. And that's what they were. They were pointed scales. And I'm emphasizing that because the museum that has possession of Lane, I'm not sure if they're still holding to this, but they were for a little bit. They claimed that these larger feature scales with a point on them were attachments for feathers or quills.
So just random feathers.
Random quills.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
And they're not gonna lie, there is some cool art pieces of it, like this one. It looks kind of cool, but
it looks kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
What's the use?
But what the crap is the use?
What's the use?
There's not a huge use for it. I mean, there could be an argument, but it's a fairly weak argument that it could use it for protection. But due to the size and spread of those scales, I highly doubt that they were used for defense.
I doubt it, yeah.
I highly doubt it due to the spread and the look of the scales. And not to mention, those scales, do you see any hole that could lead to a quill?
I don't see.
It tapers off quite nicely.
It's just a little bump.
It's just a little bump. Which is it's kind of disappointing that they were pushing that. I don't know if they still are. If they aren't, good on them. But yeah, we are, now dude, what is your number 5?
Oh, my number 5 I think I narrowed it down to Hannah the Styracosaurus.
Heck yeah.
That was my favorite. Well, my 5th favorite, because that was the one, wasn't it? That was the one it's like offset on the horns.
The asymmetrical. Yeah, she's asymmetrical.
Like she had the
she has a pathology on her
frill. How many was on each side? It was like 3 and then 4.
Yeah, it was 4 on her left side, 3 on her right side.
Yeah. So I first heard about this in the animation by
Dead Sound.
Yeah. I first saw that because he used that as the
inspiration for the young buck.
For the young buck there. And I learned about that, and then he made a little video on that talking about it. And I'm like, dude, that's really cool. Having like the asymmetry about that, that's pretty cool. So that was my 5th one.
Yeah, all right, that's
pretty cool.
I 100% agree with you. Hannah is a very cool Styracosaurus. Moving on to my number 4, I think people are probably going to be quite upset with me on my number 4. My number 4 is Sue. Now, before people start roasting me for putting a T.rex at number 4, first you got to understand, I come from the point of view that T.rex is both the most overrated and underrated dinosaur of all time.
Certainly is the most popular.
It certainly is the most popular, and because of that, people start to overlook some of its really cool...
It's either that or Triceratops. But I think
those are the two most popular.
I think T-Rex still comes out on top on the bottom.
Yeah, T-Rex definitely comes out on top,
popular wise.
But Sue is on my list because she is, if I remember correctly, the most complete T-Rex, which is pretty cool. And also she's the most complete. If I remember correctly, she was either the first one. I think she was the first one discovered with gastralia.
Okay.
The first T-Rex discovered with gastralia, which for those of you who don't know, those are belly ribs. And which I think, honestly, is kind of cool.
It's kind of like a sternum, right?
Huh?
It acts kind of like a sternum. Whereas like our sternum's like in front of the ribs, but it's kind of like
our sternum is made out of our gastralia.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah, so basically, what forms a mammal or mammalian rib cage is our ribs, but our ribs also fuse with our gastralia to form the front part of our rib cage. I just touched my mic. I don't know if that's going to come out.
It'll be a little bit.
But yeah, so as humans and mammals, our gastralia fuses with our back ribs. In dinosaurs, they do not. So Sue is either the first one found with gastralia, or she was the first one mounted with gastralia.
Okay.
I think. Again, if I am incorrect on...
first.
Yeah. Again, if I'm incorrect on any information, please correct me in the comments, and I will be sure to remember that correction. And Sue is honestly, like, she's such a gorgeous T-Rex. Such a gorgeous T-Rex.
Yeah. It's like you think of T-Rex, and you see that, basically.
I mean, there are a few others skull-wise that people consider to be more T-Rexified.
That's the most complete, though.
Huh?
Sue's the most complete, though.
Yes. But Stan, I believe Stan has the best-looking skull because it was found disarticulated.
Okay.
And so they were able to fit it back together into roughly how it was in life.
Okay.
Whereas Sue's skull is kind of crushed and morphed. Still all there. But yeah, Sue is so incredibly cool.
Sick.
I just love Sue. We're going to Chicago in the summer, and the Chicago Field Museum is not on our list to travel to, sadly.
Just sneak away in the night. Sneak away.
Well, it's still going to be a few hours away from where we're going.
You can run fast.
Sure. But yes, that's my number 4. What is your number 4?
My number 4 is a funny thing. Another T-Rex. It's the Stan head.
Stan.
Where like the tooth in the brain case. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't know the lore. I don't know where this happened, but either that happened during his life.
During his life.
Okay. It happened during his life where he got bit in the brain and he just, walked it off until he died.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's kind of crazy. Like, imagine getting punched in the head, having a concussion, and then just going, meh, and walking off for 30 more years.
But you have an object in your head for a few years.
Imagine, that's kind of crazy. Like, he's just that dog. And actually, later on my list, I have another one that's kind of, bad A, It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Got another one on my list, but that's later.
Yeah. So, are we moving on to number 3? Is
that all you want to talk more about Stan head?
Oh, well, yeah.
You know a lot more about these than I do. But
Yeah. Stan is actually quite interesting because so at the Ogden Dinosaur Park where I volunteer, they have a cast of the specimen known as Wankel. And Wankel, actually, our cast of Wankel specifically at the Dinosaur Park actually has Stan's teeth.
Huh.
Because Stan is probably the most distinct, or has the most distinct teeth out of any Tyrannosaurus. Because his teeth are the biggest, if I remember correctly. I believe...
Big tooth.
Yeah, I believe it's between Scotty, Stan, and Sue out of the complete T-Rexes that are the biggest. People argue those 3 to be the biggest.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there are other T-Rexes like Copium Rex and Goliath, but...
Oh, Goliath. That's a cool one, too.
But Goliath is a femur.
Only a femur.
Goliath is a T-Rex femur. So we can't really say a whole lot about him, and I personally don't know a whole lot about Copium Rex, so I can't argue his size very well either. But yes, Stan is a wonderful T-Rex. I actually I went to a museum once and they had two T-Rexes fighting each other. Both of those T-Rexes were casts of Stan.
So it was just like Stan on Stan fights.
It was Stan fighting Stan, and I'm just like, to the normal dinosaur enjoyer that just goes to the museum to just look at dinosaurs.
They're not going to care that much. Yeah.
They're not going to care that much. But for me, where I'm like looking at these animals, like some of my friends have said, to an unhealthy obsession, is that I can now like tell the difference between individuals, and it's a blessing and a curse, because I went to that museum. I'm just like, oh, two T-Rexes. That's so cool. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. And I'm just like, wait a second. Those are the same. That's Stan. Both of those are Stan. And it was funny.
A little sad.
It was funny. It was almost like the Spider-Man pointing meme a little bit.
Whoa. It's an alternate universe here where Stan's fighting Stan.
Yeah. We moving on to 3 now?
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, my number 3, is the dueling dinosaurs. Now, Carson, do you remember what the dueling dinosaurs is?
If I'm thinking of the right thing, then yeah.
It is not Velociraptor.
I'm not thinking of the right thing.
Those are the fighting dinosaurs. But the dueling dinosaurs is a really cool fossil because it preserves a young triceratops and a nanotyrannus. Previously,
well, that's right, because those things are technically dinosaurs now.
Yeah. And a nanotyrannus locked either in combat or they died together for some reason. I don't know.
I'd probably in combat.
Probably combat, yeah.
I don't think they'd just be hanging out together.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, I'm not going to knock them. If they did.
But yeah, it's such a cool specimen. It's such a cool specimen. Because it's a young trike, and what we thought to be a young T-Rex, and then a few months ago, I talked about this in our previous episode. A few months ago, paleontologists finally came together and were like, nope, the nanotyrannus is
real.
Is its own thing, and not only that, there are 2 species. I'm not sure which species the dueling dinosaur specimen is, though. The dueling dinosaurs, I think, might...
I'm the wrong person to ask.
I know that. There's Lancensis and Latheus.
Albuquerque. I don't know.
Albuquerque. See, I can do it too.
I can do it too.
But yeah, I don't remember which species of nanotyrannus the dueling dinosaurs is. I think it's Lancensis. But it could equally... actually, no, wait, no. I think just Jane is Latheus. So yeah, it must be Lancensis.
Didn't me and my friend go to the dinosaur park during the summer, and they were talking about we're like, we don't know if it's really a dinosaur or not. Yeah. It could just be a baby T-Rex or something like that. Yeah. But then like a few months later, it was like...
I think it was a few weeks.
I think it was a few weeks. Like, it's a real thing. I was like, well, check that off my list.
Yeah. But yeah, it's... I find it really, really, really cool. Because again, it shows a snippet in time of social behavior.
Battle.
I think, well, it might be a battle. It might just be a scavenging opportunity. I don't know a whole lot about the specifics of that.
It could have been like one was dead and then it was eating the other one and then died like that.
I don't know a whole lot about the specifics of the specimen, so I don't know if it was an act of predation or scavenging, but it shows a snippet in time of social behavior. All right, number 2.
Oh wait, no, I have mine.
Oh yeah, no, whoa. Sorry, so sorry. Well, you're number 3. You're number 3.
I was completely forgotten that I said number 2. I'm like, wait
a second.
No, okay. So first one was Hannah, was pretty cool. Second one was Stan. Now the other one is what I was talking about earlier of, pretty cool, like thugging it out. You know, my third one was Big Al feet, where like he had infected bone in his feet and like everywhere in his like legs, and just kind of lived it out for the next few months.
Do you mind if I slightly correct you?
You can correct me. I have no clue what I'm talking about. Was this his feet or is it?
I think the feet it was only 1 foot. I believe it was the left foot of the third toe, which is the middle of the big three. Yeah. That toe got an infection, and Big Al lived with that infection on its toe for like, on her toe. I'm going to say that real quick and talk about that just a little bit later.
Yeah.
But her toe, she stubbed it or something. I don't know.
And it got really
it got swollen and infected down to the bone, and she just lived like that for 7 to 8 months.
Yeah.
I think are the numbers. It was so cool. So cool. Yeah. And not only does she have like an infected toe, she has broken ribs. She has, I think, a broken arm and a broken, I might be remembering Big Al too. But yeah, big Allosaurus, once they start approaching adulthood, have crazy scars, like bone scars.
So it could have been like what they were fighting.
Could have been what they were fighting. Could have been each other. The prey.
But most of them have like crazy scars.
Oh yeah. And the weird thing about just Allosaurus in general, a lot of the adults have like tiny microfractures in their feet, like what boxers have in their hands.
And like cauliflower ear too. Like their ears are like all puffy, like because the cartilage is all done for boxers too. Where it's like they've conditioned their body because they've been like hit so many times, so they don't get hurt as bad. So it's like they have so many scars because they get hit in those areas that it doesn't hurt as much later.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly that, because
I mean it's not on purpose.
Boxers do that on purpose.
Yeah, it's not on purpose for the dinosaurs, but it happens so many times that it doesn't. Later in life, it doesn't affect them as much as it would for a young man.
Yeah. So Allosaurus might have been unintentionally doing that, but probably not.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean on the safe side and say probably not. But yeah, that's the crazy thing. So we don't know what they were using their feet specifically for. But yeah, Big Al is an impressive specimen.
I like the Big Al.
And the reason why I specified the she is because I believe we were looking at the medullary bone tissue, which is a type of bone tissue found in female birds when they are about to or just barely laid eggs. And it's a type of bone tissue that produces inside the bone, so that the female bird can create calcium and strengthen her bones and take some of that calcium and put it into
Big Al had that along with like infected.
I believe Big Al had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
correct us if I'm wrong.
We think that yes, obviously, correct us if we get any of this information incorrect. But we think that Big Al was a female, which I believe Big Al is one of the 3 individuals that I know of. Three individual dinosaurs that I know of that we know were female. That I know of. We might know more, but I don't know more.
Yeah, that one's probably one of my favorites because it's just like, I remember being a kid
watching the Big Al documentary.
The Big Al documentary as a kid and be like, dude, how could you like walk? Yeah. How do you just like do that?
How do you just live like that?
Because the bone, I don't know if we're gonna like edit a picture onto it or whatever.
Probably not.
Probably not. But you guys can look up the Big Al like bones, Big Al
skeleton,
Big Allosaurus, Allo, whatever it's called.
Big Al Allosaurus gimansini.
Yeah, that you can look up that. And look at the bones and stuff, and they're like swelled up and crazy weird.
Yeah, the foot
broken. Broken stuff. It's like you'd be surprised if that thing lived a few minutes after, let alone months. Like that's just kind of insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. All right, moving on to number 2. Number 2, I have the fighting dinosaurs. So number 3 was the dueling dinosaurs. Number 2 is the fighting dinosaurs. The fighting dinosaurs. This one is the velociraptor.
Yeah.
This one is a Velociraptor mongoliensis and a Protoceratops andrewsi. I think that's the species name. Locked in combat. And we know it was in combat because the Protoceratops is biting the Velociraptor's hand, and the Velociraptor has a toe claw going straight into the throat or the belly of the Protoceratops. It is a beautiful specimen because it's preserved in 3 dimensions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because fossils normally only preserve in 2 dimensions. And by 2 dimensions,
X and Y,
they're 3D.
Obviously, yeah, the 3D. But
they're 3D bones, but
they're laid flat down and sometimes getting crushed and like that. Yeah,
yeah. So it's more or less a flat picture, whereas with the fighting dinosaurs and a lot of fossils from Mongolia, weirdly enough, of the smaller critters are preserved in 3 dimensions. So like you can see like the raised the body being raised a little bit near the heads, and it's just it's so cool. Oh my heavens, it's so cool. Dead Sound, who made the old Buck short film that my brother mentioned earlier, he's actually making at least I'm guessing due to the trailer, he is making a trailer or short film on the fighting dinosaurs. Okay. It might be his 4th one, and the 3rd one has yet to come out. I don't think the trailer is even out for the 3rd episode yet, or 3rd film. I think that was the 4th or 5th film that he's making in the Dinosauria series, season 2. Or volume 2, technically speaking.
Okay.
But yeah, fighting dinosaurs, so cool. The Protoceratops appears to have been pulled away from the Velociraptor.
Huh.
So either it was opportunistic scavengers or some other scenario that I can't really think of right now. But it was very, 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 very cool. I'm partial to this because Velociraptor is a really cool dinosaur, and it also has several really cool aspects about it. But yeah, that's my number 2. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the borealopelta, like mummified.
Oh, that's my number 1.
Yeah, that one's really cool. I love that one. I remember hearing about that one a few years ago, and that was insane. Like you said, like mummified. I'm like, whoa. Take a few steps back. What? And then we looked at the picture, and it's literally just the animal itself. It's just sitting there.
Yeah,
like you could tell it was smirking at someone across the hall. Like it's insane. Like
he probably wasn't due to the where it was found. He probably drowned at sea.
But yeah, I just think it's really cool because you can like see everything about it, and we learned a lot about that dinosaur because it's just so perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't know about it is its favorite food, and even then, about
that.
Oh, didn't we find something in its stomach?
We found some food in its stomach. Charred ferns.
We don't know if that's his favorite though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, it was charred ferns, I believe.
Yeah. We don't know his favorite food, but we know what he likes to eat.
Yes.
That's good. But yeah, like we just said, down to the food he just ate, you can tell exactly what he had. It's insane how perfectly preserved that thing was. So I think it's really cool. And
freaking cool.
I was thinking about whether it was like considered a fossil because, I mean, it is, but at first I was thinking like, well, fossil means like it's like a rock, but it was cast in the shape of the bone because the bone was withered away and the rock was kind of in that and it was made that way. I'm not exactly saying that right, but I don't care because I can tell Cameron's like not saying no to me, but he's not saying a word, and I am wanting to keep it that way. Don't say a word.
Okay.
But I know that's not 100% right, but it's something like that where like the fossil's not the actual bone, it's rock, but it's in the shape of the bone because it took the shape of that in some way or another.
Yeah, over millions and millions and millions of years.
Yeah. But that is literally just like preserved perfectly different stuff. So I wasn't 100% sure if that was like fossil technically, but it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It mummified first and then became a fossil. And since that's my number 1, I guess I'll also add on to that.
Yeah.
Borealopelta is my favorite nodosaurine ankylosaur that we know of. It's so cool. The level of preservation is so cool. The sad thing is we don't have the back half.
Yeah, it didn't fossilize as well.
No. It did.
Oh, we broke it?
Yes. I've heard 2 stories.
Come on, guys. Come on.
The first story that I heard, and the one that I usually go with, I don't know if it's entirely true though, is that a miner was digging into the side of a hill and saw it. They got geologic surveyors there, and they tried and excavate it. They wrapped it up poorly, and then the rock broke, destroying the back half.
That sucks. So we don't even know if it had like a tail club or something.
No, we did. We do.
Well, because we have other specimens. That's fair. It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, no, I believe we only have one Borealopelta.
Which is that one?
Yeah. but we have relatives, and
But again, like we explained earlier, relatives aren't the exact same. So we're
well, there are signifying features, though. There are signifying features,
Okay.
and because we know that borealopelta is a nodosaur or nodosaurine, it doesn't have a tail club. It has more armor and bigger spikes. Those are very good signifiers of nodosaurines.
okay.
But yeah, it was preserved really well, and either while they were excavating it, the back half broke off completely, and the back half was unrecoverable, or
Whoops.
the miner excavated the back half, seeing the fossil.
Realized, oh shoot, this is something cool.
This
And
is
then-
something big, but the back half was already on its way
broke.
being shipped out to
Which
being
I
destroyed.
wouldn't say it's entirely his fault. Like he's just doing his job.
Yeah.
And then halfway through was like, this is kind of sick.
Yeah.
So yeah. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Maybe I should pause for a second.
Just
You know what?
maybe for a bit.
I'm gonna stick with that theory because it's more funny.
But yeah, sadly the back half is unrecoverable, but thank heavens we have the front half. Thank heavens it was the front half that got saved. Because the front half is so good, it preserves so well, it still has keratin, which is like the stuff your fingernails and hair are made out of. And it's beautiful. The keratin is so beautiful. It preserves so well that we also, like Microraptor, probably know its color. It probably would have been like a rustic red color with like a khaki or cream colored underbelly. It's so cool. Just so cool. And yeah, like we were talking about earlier, it was fossilized with its last meal. And it died at sea, which is probably how it preserved so well.
Huh.
So it probably ate the plants, and then either a flash flood happened or it just drifted out at sea for some reason. And just sank and got covered in sediments and then got fossilized as a mummy. It's just so well preserved. I love it so much. It's so cool. That's my number one.
I like that one. So that's your number one. So
that's my number one. What's your number one?
My number one is I heard about it during one of the Ogden Dinosaur Park YouTube videos.
Yeah.
The amethyst dinosaur leg.
Yeah.
That one I don't even like even right now, it's like that's not real. That's fake. That's made for like a sci-fi thing. Oh, look for the dino leg with a crystal. Look for that
amethyst crystal,
and you'll find the secret hideout. Something like made up. That's insane. Like I was watching the video, like you were showing it to the family, and out of nowhere she's like, you guys ask her like the lady who's running the place, what's your favorite fossil here? And she's like, pass me the amethyst leg, and everyone just pauses, turns, everyone's like, the what?
I was there helping film. Ben, who's mainly in charge of the YouTube channel there,
And
he was the one.
We can link all these
interviewing her.
channels too, like the what's it called?
Pardon?
We can link these channels if we want
Yeah.
to. The Ogden Dinosaur Park and the Dead Sound guy.
Yeah.
We can link all these
Obviously.
things.
Well, Dead Sound has over 1 million subscribers, so we probably wouldn't be helping him much.
Well, it's not just helping. It's just like
Yeah, so people can find him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was helping film that day, and I believe her name is Carrie. Ben was asking her, leading as the interviewer, and he's like, do you have a favorite fossil here? And she's like, my favorite fossil would probably have to be the fossilized Allosaurus femur with amethyst inside. And Bolt and me, Ben, and the other guy that was there also filming, all of our faces just dropped. Our jaws just dropped, and we all looked at each other like telepathically telling each other, that is the coolest thing we have ever heard.
You gotta
Please
show us.
show it to us. And she's like, yeah, sure, once the interview's over. And then once the interview was over, she showed it to us. It was so cool.
that was just insane.
So cool.
Like you don't think of that as being real.
Yeah, normally,
And then-
I believe she said normally it's filled in with white quartz or just normal bone.
Yeah, or just like rock. That's rock from the inside outside. But more commonly, not more common, but like if it's not just the same material all the way through, the most common one would probably be quartz.
Yeah, white quartz.
White quartz. But This one was amethyst, which is just so absurd.
Which is basically just purple quartz.
Yeah, but it's just absurd. Like that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's like, holy cow, that was like a 1 in a billion, not a real statistic. That was like a 1 in a billion, like, find.
That's like insane.
So insane.
Like, I think that's the one of one fossil, right? There's no way there's another one with amethyst. I mean, there could be.
There could be.
And there's some with like quartz, obviously.
Yeah, if you know of any fossils with amethyst preserved with them, please let us know in the comments. That would be.
I only know of one, and it's that one, and that was just so cool.
So freaking
and it's not
cool.
like it's not like well known on the internet either, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about it.
The first time you heard of it was when she told you.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard of it, I watched the video of you guys asking her. So that was the first time I ever heard of it. So I'm not even sure it's like mainstream, and it's like really rare.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fossils are already really rare because you don't just like die and become a fossil. You die,
and a lot of stuff has to happen just right.
Yeah, because like you die and then you fade away, unless these specific circumstances happen, and then you can fossilize in this cool way. So fossils already are decently rare, let alone having crystals,
let alone having amethyst.
So that's just kind of insane. So if anyone knows
of any other amethyst fossils,
amethyst fossil things,
doesn't have to be dinosaur. It does not have to be dinosaur.
Just fossil with amethyst having to do next to or with it in it. Yeah, that'd be epic. Because I only know that one, and that's just the coolest thing in my mind ever.
Yeah. Those were our lists of our favorite dinosaurs.
And I'm surprised that wasn't on your top 10. No.
I'm honestly so, yeah. There are so much. There's so much on my web.
I don't know as many, favorites. So I can put a little list. You know a lot more.
I have a web, as I said at the beginning of the podcast, I have a web of favorites. You can have a list of favorites because you have the luxury of not knowing as much as me.
Yeah, so I can order them.
Yeah. So yeah, that is our favorite fossils.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. If you guys would like to see more of my brother, please just
let me know, because it's not really a long drive to get in contact with him. It's like
not at all
16 feet. Like I'll be on more of these if you really want me to.
Yeah. So just
if you want me to,
I guess
so.
But yeah, it's if you'd like to see more of him, just leave a comment down below saying we want more brother.
That's a little bit more. That's a little bit like, we'll keep it like that.
Do the Uncle Sam. We want your brother.
We want you. That one. We want the other guy. We don't want you. We want the other guy.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, that concludes the episode. Again, if you guys have any suggestions for future episodes, please leave them down in the comments. I would love to hear them, and I don't have a whole lot of ideas that I could do starting out. I have a few ideas for what I could do eventually.
I mean, those come with time.
Those
we can even like redo them later on and say like updated or new ones we found.
Yeah. So again, if you have any recommendations for podcast episode ideas, leave them down in the comment section below, and I will put them up for consideration.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my brother and I talk about fossils.
Yeah. Pretty fun. Thanks for having me. I'm cool to go on another one of these if you want me to. So
alrighty.
Epic.
Absolutely. Ooh, just stepped on something. I have a few other YouTube channels. I will link them down in the description below. I will also link down Dead Sound, as well as
the Dinosaur Park.
The Dinosaur Park. And maybe I'll specifically link their short of the Allosaurus Femur.
And then Dead Sound's
old buck
stuff.
Yeah, or just Dinosauria.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be it.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, leave a comment down below a video idea you would like to see next, or if you want to see my brother in a future episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next